Hello, Steve Arts 89. Well, I just watched House of the Dragon, episode 9, The Green Council. I have no idea what the title means, but it was really disappointing. I have to say up front, the ending was incredibly disappointing. Now, it starts off with the king dying, and surprisingly, his last breath, his last words to his wife privately was that he wanted Aragon to be king, and just forget about the whole last 20 years he's been trying to install the young princess. And I cannot pronounce either of their names, so I'm just going to say the old princess and the young princess, I'm sorry. But so, and they're nowhere to be seen. I don't know where her and Daemon are. They're just, I guess they left after all the family dramas. But yeah, so she's running around telling anyone who listened that, and not very convincingly, that the king basically wanted him to be installed. And they're all like, we were going to do it anyway. And she's like, really? And then she does one classy thing, which is basically say, you're not going to kill the young princess. I don't care. And she even says to her son, I don't care, you're not going to do it. She's blood, blah, blah. And even though she's trying to steal the crown, she's still trying to have some class about it. So it's kind of funny to watch. Now, the prince, soon to be king, disappears for most of the episode. He runs off because he doesn't really want to be the king. I don't blame him. But they eventually find him. They send people out, and they eventually find him. The White Worm sells him out, and they drag him back, and they make him take the crown. So in the meantime, Alicent is trying to get the old princess to come to their side, and she's like, I'm not fickle. I'm not going to betray, the people I've sworn my honour or what the hell ever to. So she's like, well, you just stay here and think about that. So they keep her prisoner. But someone sneaks her out, someone in armour. I wasn't watching too closely. I was just distracted by all the peasants. And they're rounding people up to watch the ceremony, to watch the announcement that the former king has passed and the new king, and watch him be crowned. And it's surprisingly well staged. The design is quite nice because for the most part this episode you can't see anything. It's all dark to hide the effects and the production and everything, which is they've done a few times. But then they switch to an actual daylight scene, and I'm like, oh my god, you can actually see things. What you can see is it's bad CGI. It's very soft, and it's supposed to, it's just soft and not well done. But the design is good. It looked like the hall and everything, it looked amazing, but they didn't have the quality. So yes, the prince walks out, he gets crowned, people begrudgingly accept it, and I'm like, this is it. Nothing happened. No one, tried to, take the throne or challenge it. Nothing. Where's the young princess, and what the hell's happening? So the old princess is watching this because she was herded into the hall, and she sneaks off downstairs. I forgot the dragons were down there. So when the dragon burst through the floor, I'm like, oh my god, what the hell? And I'm like, oh yes, she is going to just fry them and take the throne. It's going to be great. And she didn't do it. I'm like, are you kidding me? She bursts through the floor, probably kills a whole bunch of peasants, and then the dragon just goes up to the front, just stares right at the prince, who is being protected by his mother, because that's how courageous he is. And she basically just gives them a dose of dragon breath, with the dragon roaring in their face, and then she just gives them a look and turns and flies off. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I wanted to see her fry them in front of everyone and take the throne. That is a Game of Thrones moment. No, so disappointed. I was a little bit proud that Alicent tried to steal the throne, but she did a fairly sloppy job of it, and it went fairly smoothly. And I was like, this is it. This is the episode. This is the, oh my god, the drama, the shock. How are they going to, all the politicking? Nothing really happened. And then they have this big moment with the dragon bursting through the floor. I'm like, yes, they're going to fry her. No. So yeah, very disappointed. Glad to see one scene in daylight, but aside from that, I'm just watching the show to see what happens. You know, I've seen the first. You know, I'm going to see this first show. I've seen the first part of this season. I'm going to finish it, but I'm not really invested. I'm just disappointed. I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Thanks. Bye.